Namaste and welcome. Progress review of prospectus. Form number INC 20A has to be filed within 180 days of incorporation, and the form confirms with the declaration that every subscriber to the memorandum has paid the value of shares agreed to be taken up by each one of them. When a public company issues securities to public through prospectus, it is called public offer. It can take 6 forms. It can be an initial public offer or a further public offer, IPO, FPO, or offer for sale from an existing shareholder, and it can be a rights issue, a bonus issue, or it can be a private placement. 6 variants of public offer. It is through issue of a prospectus. A prospectus means a document, and it includes a red herring prospectus, a shelf prospectus, or any notice or circular or advertisement whose main intention is to invite offers from the public to purchase securities of a body corporate. It is soliciting investment from the public. A document which solicits investments from the public in a limited company is called prospectus. Red herring prospectus, we find its meaning here, section 32. It is a regular prospectus, but it has got certain information missing in it. The missing information is quantity or price of the securities, because it will be known only after the issue opens, and this is issued prior to the issue of a prospectus, and it is filed with the registrar 3 days prior to the opening of the subscription list. 1. It has got certain information which is blank in it, quantum and price of securities. Number 2, it is issued prior to a regular prospectus. Number 3, it is filed with the registrar 3 days prior to the opening of the subscription list. INC 20A on subscription made by the signatories to the memorandum within 180 days of incorporation. 6 types of public offer which involves issue of securities to public through prospectus. Prospectus includes red herring prospectus, shelf prospectus, notice, circular advertisement, and the whole purpose of prospectus is to solicit investment from the public in the company. Red herring prospectus has got 3 unique features. Its quantum or price might be missing. It is issued prior to the issue of regular prospectus, and it is filed with the registrar 3 days prior to the opening of the subscription list. Shelf prospectus. It is a prospectus in respect of which securities can be issued in one or more issues over a certain period without issuing a further prospectus. Means it is a prospectus under which we can make one or more issues at different intervals without issuing the prospectus again. A company filing a shelf prospectus, when it goes for a subsequent issue, has to file an information memorandum along with it in form number PAS2. It has to be filed. Information memorandum has to be filed 1 month before the second or subsequent offer of the securities using the shelf prospectus. Such information memorandum along with the shelf prospectus is considered to be prospectus proper. Shelf prospectus plus information memorandum is equal to regular prospectus when you do second or subsequent issue. There is deemed prospectus. When any company offers securities for sale to the public, any document through which the offer is made is deemed to be a prospectus. Means any document which invites subscription from the public, and it will attract all the requirements of the statute as regards its content and liabilities. It is a deemed prospectus. Shelf prospectus, which can be used for making one or more issues. Information memorandum to be issued as and when we make the second or subsequent issue using the shelf prospectus. There is a deemed prospectus when any company offers securities to the public through any document which is not a regular prospectus. It will attract all the liabilities and contents which are specified in the statute. There is a statement in lieu of prospectus. When a company does not require public to contribute capital and it is raising capital with the help of their friends and relatives, it will not issue a prospectus. Instead, it will file a statement in lieu of prospectus. And it is similar to a prospectus and contains brief information which is normally contained in the prospectus. Basically, it is a document which is issued by a company when it is collecting money from friends, relatives and underwriters who do not constitute the definition of public. But even then, they have to file a statement with the Registrar of Companies, and that statement is called statement in lieu of prospectus. Its contents are similar to prospectus, but it will be brief. There is one more called an abridged prospectus. An abridged prospectus is a memorandum. It is a summary containing salient features of a prospectus as per SEBI guidelines. And section 33 subsection 1 says that any application form issued for getting subscription from the public, it must be accompanied by an abridged prospectus. It is a small booklet which always goes with the application, and it contains all details of the prospectus in a very brief form, and therefore it is called as abridged prospectus. Every application has to be accompanied by an abridged prospectus. Besides collecting money from public, there is an offer called private placement. Private placement is an invitation to subscribe to securities, and it is issued, invitation made to a select group of people. And as per the requirement, in case of private placement, the offer letter can be made to a set of persons predetermined and their number not to exceed 200 in a financial year for one kind of security. Here the point is, private placement is an offer made to a private set of individuals. They are not considered public provided the number of persons do not exceed 200 in a financial year, and 200 persons is considered for each kind of security, and it is known as private placement. And it is essential that whenever the promoters make a public offer, the shares are to be held in dematerialized form, which is practiced now 100% in all companies. Statement in lieu of prospectus. Whenever the money is collected from friends, relatives and underwriters, instead of a prospectus, a statement in lieu of prospectus which contains brief particulars that are required to be put in a prospectus. An abridged prospectus is an accompaniment to a regular application, and abridged prospectus is a summary of a prospectus giving salient features of the prospectus. Private placement is when the company collects money from a specific set of friends or persons which form a close group, and the number of persons should not exceed 200. the list has to be predetermined, and 200 is the limit in a financial year. And every issue of shares made by promoters of a company should be held prior to the issue in a dematerialized form. There is a golden rule as to framing of prospectus. It is also called golden legacy. It is talking about disclosure in a prospectus. It says the true nature of company's venture should be disclosed in every prospectus. Means a prospectus has to follow the golden rule or the golden legacy 100% with the utmost transparency, showing the true nature of the company's venture. The prospectus shall contain a report covering a period of previous 5 financial years individually preceding the date of issue of prospectus, dealing with the profits or losses for that period. This is a report appearing in the prospectus as a chartered accountant's report for the last 5 years. Any prospectus delivered to the registrar has to be issued to public within next 90 days. That is its expiry period. 90 days from the day it is delivered to registrar. If it is not issued, it expires. Therefore, prospectus is issued not more than 90 days after the date on which it is delivered to registrar. Any money which is received under a public issue has to be kept in a scheduled bank pending allotment of shares. And any company making offer or invitation to allot securities has to allot within 60 days from the receipt of application money. Golden rule, perfect transparency, which is also called golden legacy, company's ventures to be fully disclosed. Prospectus contains a report by a chartered accountant dealing with profits or losses for the each of 5 financial years preceding the issue of prospectus. A prospectus, once it is filed with the registrar, has to be issued to public within 90 days. Money received in a issue to be kept in a scheduled bank. And once application money is received, allotment has to be completed within 60 days. When the company makes allotment, it has to file return of allotment with the registrar within 30 days of allotment. If the company is not able to make allotment, it shall refund within 15 days from the date of completion of 60 days. Once the issue closes, company gets 60 days to make the allotment. If it doesn't make the allotment within 60 days, within next 15 days, means 60 plus 15, 75. Within 75 days, the amount has to be refunded. If the company is not able to refund within 75 days, it shall be liable to pay interest of 12% per annum from the 60th day. From 60th day onwards, it will start attracting interest at the rate of 12% per annum. If there is any misstatement in the prospectus, the issuers, basically the signatories to the prospectus, all directors, will be liable for the misstatement in prospectus, and they attract the specified civil and criminal liability. File return of allotment within 30 days of allotment. If allotment not made, refund within next 15 days, that is by 75th day, refund has to be made. If refund is not made by 75th day, interest will be paid from the 60th day onwards at the rate of 12% per annum. All misstatements in the prospectus attract liability as specified in the Act, and the liability will be attracted by the issuers or signatories to the prospectus. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.